Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking into their current intentions for you, and I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is the Awakened Tarot, and pile number two is the Tarot Magic Deck. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the pile's messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I've never reached out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book private readings, so just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi pile one, for those of you who chose the Awakened Tarot, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, pile one, let's take a look at your person's current intentions, alright? I'm kind of recovering from stomach flu, and I've got a really bad cold. So if I sound different or a bit low energy, that's the reason why, alright? Just wanted to tell you that. So your person's current intentions, let's see. Let's see what we have here for today. We have Five of Wands, we have Eight of Pentacles, King of Swords, Page of Wands, Nine of Wands, the Devil. Gotta cover that, hold on. Okay, the Devil, and then we have the Eight of Swords, okay. I also have your Oracle cards. We're gonna get into those as well. We have Eye of God with 15. We have Lepidolite, I am worthy of good things. Whisper, 444 with protection. We have I am healthy. It's a little bit of an internal conflict going on with your person right now, pile one. Part of them wants to work on this connection. The other part of them is wondering if they're ready for this connection. It's kind of like they're in two minds at this point in time. I think that this person's led a very, very logical and rational life, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that there are certain aspects about this connection that's more soul-like, as in your person has to make decisions from either their intuition, their inner knowing, or with their higher self. And that is something that your person might be struggling with at this point in time. There is a desire to move forward with this connection, but they hold themselves back. It's kind of like they're in two minds. And the Five of Wands coming out with conflict, it's a lot of internal conflict going on. Like, on one hand, your person wants to work on this connection. They want to give their energy towards this. They see this going somewhere. They have a lot of hopes for this connection. But on the other end, it's kind of like they're thinking with their mind rather than with their soul. So it's kind of like they're asking themselves logical questions about something that they should be intuitively led by, or they should allow themselves to be intuitively led by. And that by itself is causing a lot of burden within your person. Like, they're feeling the weight of this decision-making process. And it's, how do I say this? When you use logic and rationale in the wrong situations, it often does not lead you to the right place. It does not lead you into alignment. Oftentimes, sometimes, I guess I would say, especially when you are not meant to lead with logic and rationale, it clashes with what your soul intuitively knows, with the pull that you feel internally. And I think that by itself has been pulling your person apart. Because on one hand, it's possible that your person might be maybe waiting for all of their ducks in a row, or they might be waiting on something else so that they can take a decision on this connection. There seems to be a lot of logic, like if this happens, only then I will do this. And what I'm seeing is a yellow notepad and with lines, and someone saying, they ask a question and then they draw like these two lines saying yes, no. And then if they say yes, then another two lines, possible outcomes, and then you keep going there. And this seems to be like this chart that this person has put out, and that's like coming to my mind at this point in time. But that is not how they're supposed to be handling decisions about this connection. All right, there might be some sort of worthiness coming through. I think that your person might be feeling a bit harsh. Whether are they worthy of this connection? Are they at a point in their life where they are worthy of receiving the love that this connection has for them? It might also be your person kind of having an internal conflict, like they're trying to logically understand why you have feelings for them or why this connection has stepped into their life, rather than leading with their soul, leading with their heart. And that by itself is causing so much of tension, so much of internal turmoil within your person that they're unable to figure out what to do. Their current intentions for this connection are to actually figure out what to do next. But the way that they're approaching it at this point in time may not be aligned, Pal One. So it is in their intention, but the way that they're approaching it, I would say it's going to take them a few cycles of, I would say, misalignment for them to realize that they actually have to stop putting so much of logic and rationale in their thought process and instead follow their heart. Just follow where the energy is taking them. So I do see a little bit of, I wouldn't even say pause in your connection. I would just say that it's going to be a bumpy phase for your connection, just as your person learns how to figure this out. With the devil coming out, I do feel that your person is eventually going to be led to following their heart, but they might make a few missteps in order to get to that point. But don't worry, your connection is protected. You and your person, very, very protected, and this connection by itself. So even if it is bumpiness, it looks like it's not going to dramatically affect your connection. It's just going to be something that you see or you observe, and probably you're going to observe more because we're talking about it at this point in time. But yes, I do feel a little bit of worthiness issues coming through with your person. Like, okay, am I at the right stage of my life? Okay, do I have so-and-so things sorted out? Am I worthy of love? Or maybe past burdens. Maybe your person feels that they have to be at a certain level or a certain understanding of themselves in order to be receiving love or this connection. So a little bit of conflict going on, but I feel like there is a small whisper telling your person to choose, and they might ignore it because they're scared, and it's understandable, right? I mean, if all your life you've kind of led in one way, logic and rationale, and kind of making sure that everything is step by step, it's difficult, right? It's a little bit scary to shift out of that mindset, to start following your heart, to start following your intuition. But I think that whisper is going to get louder and louder as time goes. And your person is going to reach a point where they can no longer ignore that whisper. And as that whisper grows louder, of course, it's going to probably be someone like telling them, hey, you gotta listen to your heart. Don't use rationale, because in matters of the heart, at some point logic and rationale will fail you at some point, because you're meant to go down the path of your soul. You're meant to follow that path, and you can't fight fate. You can't fight fate, and you can't fight that soul call that you have. You can fight it for a little while, but beyond a certain point, it becomes too powerful. You have no choice but to succumb to it, and that's what your person is going to get to. A little bit of future energies that we're tapping into at this point in time, because their current intentions are for the good of this connection, but the way that they're approaching it might be a little bit bumpy for a short period of time. But I do see that your person is going to come out of it. All right, so that is the message coming through. It's very, very specific, pile 1. And it's more of a heads up that you're probably going to see that shift. Like I wouldn't even say shift. I would be like, I'm not getting the word. It's kind of like your person's going to be oscillating. Yeah, that's the word. It's going to be oscillating, and you're going to see that confusion within them. Don't take it personally, all right? I am seeing the advice already coming through. Don't take it personally. It's just your person's due process. Yeah, I would feel like they will go within to kind of understand why their logic and rationale is not working for them in this connection. So I would say a bit of a brief pause until your person realizes that they need to let go. They need to let go of this thought process that's not working for them. Maybe it might work through other aspects of their life, but in this situation, at this point in time, they're meant to follow their soul. They're meant to follow that soul call. So the weight of not listening to their soul is going to keep weighing on them, so much so that they have no choice but to let it go, to succumb to the soul call. And that's what you can expect next from your person. Yes, they're going to come to a point where they come forward and they let you know their feelings. There are feelings, pile 1, there are definitely feelings towards you. So they're going to let you know, but it's going to take some time. It's a process by itself to get to that point. All right. In the meantime, pile 1, don't take it personally, this confusion within them. It's just that they're learning how to readjust the way that they handle certain aspects of their life, and that by itself takes time, right? It doesn't automatically just switch. You can't expect them to as well, right? So it's going to take some time for your person to figure out, okay, well, I need to listen to my soul. The approach that I've been using up until now in other aspects of my life, or even towards previous connections as well, it's just not working. So I got to keep switching, and your person will figure out the path to alignment is actually to just listen to what their soul is telling them. And don't worry, your connection is protected, your person is protected as well. We have 2 things about divine coming through, so your person is going to come to that point, but a little bit of a bumpy ride, pile 1. All right, so I would say flow with how your person is processing. Don't judge, don't interfere. This is their process. Just allow them to be and flow with them. That is the advice that's coming through. All right, pile 1. This is where I will leave it for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips that I send, and watching my page ads. Those are the ways I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for that. Pile 1, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi Pile 2, for those of you who chose Tarot Magic Deck, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, Pile 2, your person's current intentions towards you. I'm kind of recovering from stomach flu, and I've also got a bad cold. So if I sound different or I'm a bit low energy, that's the reason why, alright? Just felt like telling you, Pile 2. But let's get into your reading. Current intentions of this person. Let's see. Alrighty, Pile 2, let's see what we have here. We have the 6 of Pentacles, the Empress. Funny, I was about to say 3 of Cups. The High Priestess, the 7 of Cups, the Chariot, the 7 of Swords, and we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. I also have your Oracle cards, so we're going to get into that. We have I am successful. We have 6767 with discovery. We have rogue. We have ametrine. I am at peace with my past and I see the beauty in the present. Okay. We have benevolent blessings with 2-4. Okay. Your person's current intentions towards you. How to. There could be breadcrumbing going on in this situation between the two of you. I think that your person, and I'm getting more of current energies, and we're going to get into current intentions in just a little bit, but I think the breadcrumbing energy, there's an acceptance that your person has not been giving you as much as they should have in this connection. And it looks like they are very aware that they've been giving you just enough to keep you hanging on. Your person is at a decision point right now. Do I continue in this energy, or do I give towards this connection? That's where your person is at. For some of you, this person could be on the verge of ghosting you as well. They're at that decision point. This could be reconciliation. This could be a new connection. But right now, your person's current intentions are to make a decision about the course of this connection. So right now, your person's kind of going within. They're kind of thinking, okay, well, what do I feel about this connection? Why am I, breadcrumbing this person? Should I let go of this connection completely, or should I give more to this connection? Your person's at that point. The thing is, Paltu, this person has feelings for you. They do. With the Queen of Cups coming out, they do have feelings for you, and they do want to see this connection moving forward. I think that you are the best that this person would ever get in their life, or at least this is their perception, that there is no one else who is going to align better with them ever. And if they were to lose you, you would actually end up becoming the one that got away. That's the energy of your pile. And that by itself is a little bit different for your person, because I don't think that they have ever felt this way about anyone. I think that people in the past, for your person, it's always like, okay, yeah, well, if I continue breadcrumbing, it's not going to affect me. I'm going to keep going in that energy, and then I'm just going to keep doing it because it doesn't really bother me how the other person's feeling and thinking and what's happening with them. As long as this is comfortable for me, I'm just going to keep going in that energy. But what's happening in your connection is a little bit different, Paltu. Your person's starting to get very, very uncomfortable with the breadcrumbing. It's feeling there's like a discrepancy in what they're feeling and how they're acting, and that by itself is very, very uncomfortable for your person to feel at this point in time. It's kind of like, well, with other people, breadcrumbing was fine. It didn't really matter to me, but why is it bothering me now? And that by itself is a discovery process that your person's going through. Your person's starting to understand that this connection is affecting them. How they show up in this connection is actually affecting them. And that by itself might be very surprising for your person, because I don't think that they've ever been in a connection like this. And this connection is different. Your person's realizing that you are different. I think that you might have even unlocked a part of their heart that they'd closed off, or the part of them that was emotionally unavailable in the past. I think that it is slowly starting to become available. This is more of a recognition on your person's end. Yes, they're at a point where they have to decide their next action, but whether they will listen to their heart or not, that is not coming out to me at this point in time. For some of you, the feelings could overwhelm them and they could end up ghosting you, because the whole breadcrumbing is really getting to them. It's making them feel worse about themselves. It's not something that they're able to make peace with. Whereas in the past, with other relationships they have, it didn't really matter to them, but now it is. So if the breadcrumbing is bothering them so much, they would rather ghost than to deal with their feelings. For others of you, I am seeing that your person starts owning up to their feelings and they start moving this connection forward. They start giving more to this connection. It's very, very split. I'm getting two different energies coming right through, and I think that you would be able to understand where you're at. I think that intuitively you know something's changing in this connection. Intuitively you have felt that change within your person as well. Their current intentions are to make a decision about this breadcrumbing. That's where they're at. It might be something that's very, very specific. And even I'm also a little bit surprised as, a neutral party over here. But I think that it has blown up to that point for your person where this decision feels big to them. In the past, this was a no-brainer decision. It's like, keep breadcrumbing. When the other person wants to leave, I'm fine with it. It doesn't really matter. This connection or the previous connection didn't matter to. But then now, that thought process is not working for your person. The more they breadcrumb you, the more they feel guilt, the more they feel shame within themselves, and they're not able to handle that. They're not able to look at themselves in the mirror. So they would rather stop breadcrumbing altogether. And that's the decision that your person has to make. If they want to stop breadcrumbing, they have two options. One is to completely walk away from this connection, and that by itself, I'm telling you, with the Seven of Swords, I don't think that your person's ready to tell you and go. So it's going to be ghosting energy. And the second aspect of it is, okay, well, I don't want a breadcrumb anymore, so maybe the next step is to give in to the feelings that I have, is to acknowledge that I do have feelings, and to take this connection forward. So it's a little bit different, I will say, with your reading. Your person's at that pivotal point. What decision they're going to make, that's not coming through to me, because I think that it's so split. I really feel like I'm dragged in two directions at this point in time. So I can't even tell you majority of you, or I'm not even getting that energy at this point in time. It's so difficult for me. But I will say that the two options are ghosting or moving this connection forward. It's one of the two. It's not even going to be this person telling you and walking away. No, it's going to be either ghosting or moving this connection forward. This person does have feelings, and it is because of those feelings that they're at this point of deciding that the breadcrumbing is no longer making them feel normal. It's actually causing a lot of uncomfortable feelings within them. So how your person deals with that is going to be very, very individualistic to your situation. But they're at that point of deciding. All right, let me get you one advice. One advice. Five of Pentacles. Okay, hold on. Ace of Wands, I told you. It's very, very conflicted. It's very, very conflicted. Look at this. We have one sad card, one about new beginnings, and one about passionate new beginnings, something that, is filled with a lot of energy, with forward movement energy. And one is someone walking away, someone letting go of the option completely. So the advice that's coming out to you at this point in time, to you, is whatever your person's decision is, all right, just know that it is coming from a place of them not wanting to hurt you anymore. How they choose to show you that is an indication of their wounds, who they are at this point in time, the version of them at this point in time. The message coming through is accept them for the person that they are showing up today. Yes, maybe a version of them will heal from the wounds that they're showcasing today or that they have today. Yes, maybe a future version of them will be more aligned. But at this point, accept the version of themselves that they're showing up as. That will help you make the most peace with this situation, even though it's probably going to be really painful if this person ghosts. Now, for those of you who resonate with this person, the forward movement of this connection, the message coming through is allow this person to take lead. All right. It might be helpful for you to, I wouldn't say hold yourself back, but allow them to lead this connection, because this is something that's new territory for them. They're still learning how to figure things out. If you step in and take the reins from them, it might overwhelm them. They might not know what to do or how to go about, or even they might start to reject the feelings that they're feeling, right? So if you resonate with the new beginning, with the chariot, with the forward movement, then allow them to lead. Allow them to take the chariot forward, right? That is the way that they will process what they're feeling and then take action based on that. Okay, that's the message there. For those of you who resonate with the ghosting part of it, just accept where this person is at. No matter how much you convince this person, no matter how much you tell them to come back, to talk to you, to that you're okay with the breadcrumbing, there is a fundamental misalignment within them that your person needs to understand, your person needs to figure out. Until and unless they work through that, they're going to be hurting you and they're going to be hurting themselves. So it would be the most peaceful path for you to accept your person walking away from this connection and giving themselves the space and the time to understand what's going on within them. Why is this breadcrumbing no longer working for them? Why are they feeling all of these things? It is new territory for them, whether this person chooses to move forward with, this connection or not. It is new territory for them. And that by itself is a very confusing phase that your person is in. All right? Don't take it personally. If this person ghosts you, it's got nothing to do with you. It's got nothing to do with your self-worth. Nothing, absolutely nothing. It is this person's wounds, their own projections that are coming through. All right? Always remember that. How people treat you is a reflection of their own wounds, their own traumas, it's not an excuse, all right? It's not an excuse for someone to misbehave or to abuse you or to put you in pain. No, it's not. But you shouldn't take it personally. It's not about you. It's not about who you are as a person as well. How someone else behaves should never, ever, ever make you feel like you're not worthy of love, or that you are not deserving to be treated well, or that there's something wrong with you. That is absolutely a very, very big no, all right? How they behave is a reflection of what is happening within them at this point in time. It's got nothing to do with what is happening within you. So if you can put that wall around you, that shield of protection, as this person takes their steps, makes their decisions for what they want to do next, that would be the most peaceful path for you. Yes, it will be painful sometimes, but it's the most peaceful path, all right? This is where I will leave you for today, Pal 2. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you are looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below, but if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with a like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips that I send and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pal 2, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.